Welcome everybody to the Southeast Asian Best of the Best tournament brought to you by eClub, sponsored by Nvidia. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. We're running a little late today with our first game here on Beyond the Summit 1. We've got two quarterfinals matches, one here on BTS 1, another on BTS 2. That one already underway, so you can check out Scythe up against First Departure. Lysander's casting that one, but this game, our other quarterfinal, it's going to be Execration up against Arrow Gaming. Had a bit of a delay getting the stream up online. The game itself was also a bit delayed, unfortunately, but we're here live in the draft. It's Execration vs. Arrow Gaming. It's a best of three. Winner advances. There's something like $5,000 in prize money up for grabs here in the SEA Best of the Best. And the loser of this one is going to be knocked out. So, guys, we're going to hop ourselves directly into the draft, get things underway. And do apologize for those of you who have a Dota TV ticket, but we're actually not in the Dota TV for this client. Just a bit of miscommunication between ourselves and the admins, but we'll be back in Dota TV for game 2 and 3. Do apologize, just the one game which we won't be in Dota TV for. But, guys, it's time. Execration versus Arrow Gaming, as I do have one last little fix to put up. There we go. That's what I need. And it is going to be game 1. So, best of 3 here, Execration from the Philippines, Arrow Gaming, one of the big upcoming Malaysian squads. It's got a, for at least some of the non-Southeast Asian Dota viewers that we have, a lot of probably names you won't recognize, apart from one guy, and that's Johnny, who was the part of the former Chain Stack, then went to China and actually played on some of the Chinese squads over there. Didn't have much success, but back under the Chain Stack, he did have some pretty good results playing Chinese tournaments with that sort of mixed Southeast Asian / Australian team. But here in Arrow Gaming, there have been a lot of big upcoming stars for the Malaysian scene and causing some big upsets from time to time. So definitely a team to look out for here in as I just showed the password on stream. Oh, smooth. It's all right. The game's already hosted, so people won't be able to get into the lobby. I was just trying to get offline on Steam, so no more pop-ups show up. But yeah, Arrow Gaming is definitely one of those big teams to look out for. They've been beating Titan quite frequently. They've been holding their own against Scythe. They've been beating Orange Esports. This is more or less a tier 1 Southeast Asian team. As far as the Southeast Asian scene goes, you've got your Titan, Scythe, Arrow Gaming, Orange Esports. These teams are all up there, and Execration's actually pretty close as well. This should be a good match, probably one of the better quarterfinals as far as how the teams match up, and we're going to see what Execration have in mind. They're playing over on the Dire side. They've got a Lycan, Sand King, Nyx Assassin, Dazzle so far. As for Arrow Gaming, they went for an early Nature's Prophet into a Storm Spirit. They get the Shadow Demon, the Life Stealer. You have to see what they look to do with this one. With the Shadow Demon as a support, you kind of expect some kind of a support duo, something to combine with the Shadow Demon, be it your Mirana with an arrow, or something just like your standard Shadow Demon Lina, Shadow Demon Leshrac, disruption into a stun type combo. I have to see if that's exactly what they have in mind, because the other reason you pick a Shadow Demon is as a counter initiator, but Execration don't really have like a long range initiation where they're going to try focus fire down one hero, and Shadow Demon can keep them alive using a disruption, and Execration take them around for themselves. So if Arrow Gaming wanted that, it's no longer available. They'll have to be looking at other options to go for their secondary support, unless they think about the Nature's Prophet in the jungle, but that's almost a very rarely unseen way of playing the hero. So we'll get ourselves into the game and hopefully get things started underway. Do thank everyone for being patient. All of you tuning in. A healthy couple thousand viewers here for a game which we only just managed to actually get to in time, which is good to see. And it's always great to see so many people supporting the Southeast Asian Dota scene. As it is going to be last pick for Arrow Gaming here. They've got a bit of extra time left to think things through here as to what they want to get. As mentioned earlier, this is a best of 3 quarterfinal. Winner of it will advance to the semifinals, and loser gets knocked out. I believe the winner of this match goes up against the winner of Myth Trust and RRQ. So RRQ, one of the top Southeast Asian teams from Indonesia. And Myth Trust, well, a lot of you guys probably know of them, and they're going to go for a last pick Ember Spirit. Does this put Nature's Prophet actually into the jungle? This is curious. Or is this like some kind of next level support Ember Spirit? I haven't seen enough of these guys lately to say, but I have not seen a support Ember Spirit as of yet. We'll find out exactly what they have planned once we get ourselves into the game, but maybe a very sort of greedy looking draft here coming out from Arrow Gaming. The other option is, of course, your Life Stealer jungle, but that is also something which can be a bit exploited. And you look over at the Execration side, probably you can have your Nyx Dazzle as your support duo, put your Mirana into the Mirana mid and Sand King. Well, Mirana Sand King as your offliner / mid, but Actually, more likely we go Nyx off lane. You put your Nyx in the off lane, you have your Sand King, Dazzles, your 2 supports, and your Moran in the mid lane, being played by Lumic, by Chemo. One of my favorite Pinoy players to watch and play. Very, very exciting player. As we do hop ourselves in. Let's get ourselves off directed cam. We don't need no directed cam. This game gets a thumbs up from me. Wouldn't be some SEA Dota without a pause at the end of a draft. Am I on free cam? I'm on free cam. We're looking good. We're looking good. And yeah, so Arrow Gaming on the Radiant side, we can't see any item pickups just yet. The immediate pause coming out, so we won't quite know who's going to be on the support role, who's going where. But this, to me, would most likely be a support / jungle Nature's Prophet. The Ember Spirit, Lifestealer, and Storm. Storm Lance is most likely going mid, but he's kind of like the carry, well, at least in the past has been the carry play for this team. Maybe with Johnny switching on over, he's going to be looking to head down that mid lane. As we do see over on the Dire side, Execration. Well, just a couple of reconnects coming in. As Fox, the Sand King, gets back in. Just waiting on the last player, which is Ninja Boogie. He's a name a lot of you will recognize. Been around for a long time here in the scene. Oh, that's unusual. Let's say, it's like I don't need no Ninja Boogie. Who needs this guy? Well, it sounds like he's ready to get things underway. Apologies come out, and both the two teams going to roll on out. We'll introduce our Dire side to start things off. It's going to be Execration Ninja Boogie on your like, and we've got BG playing the Dazzle. We've got Fox on the Sand King, Lumic playing the Moran, and then finally Uwe playing the offlane Nyx Assassin, it looks like. Well, over on the Radiant side, it's going to be the team from Malaysia, Arrow Gaming. We've got Lifestealer being handled by Johnny, Lance on the Storm Spirit. We've got Muzin on the Shadow Demon, DDZ on the Ember Spirit, and then finally that leaves us Xiang Slayers on the Prophet. He is going off lane, and I mentioned it, Johnny, Lifestealer can jungle, and it looks like he will jungle. You put your, Ember Spirit mid, Storm Spirit safe lane. This is not the lanes you would normally expect to come out. Not the lanes at all. What a bizarre draft from Arrow Gaming. Not to say it won't work. Just bizarre, as we do need some Dota 2 sounds. Let me get that for you guys.
Seconds to
there we go. Much, much better. And yeah, Johnny, he's got the jungle items. Your Stout Should, Quelling Blade, and HP regen. That's for your Ember Spirit. He's going mid. He's going to be 1v1 against a Mirana, and that's actually a lane which Ember Spirit does just fine. There's not many heroes who can just straight up beat an Ember Spirit. With the Sleight of Fist plus Searing Chains, you get the ballers on people, and they're in all sorts of trouble. It's a build we've been seeing coming out from a lot of Ember Spirits. Not actually going for the Flame Guard. Probably doesn't want the Flame Guard doesn't help that much against a ranged hero like Mirana. I mean, the magic damage is kind of nice, but generally speaking, your damage output with Searing Chains and Sleight of Fist is just pretty damn powerful. See Nature's Prophet up top. He's got his first set of treants going out there. This looks like his initial ones. He'll summon a couple more, so he's pretty good to go. BG. He's going to be gonna maybe get a D ward here. He's got the Sand King with him as well. Well, this could be an early first blood. DDZ, he picks up the Flame Guard. This could actually help block a lot of magic damage. He just pops it right off the bat. Gets stunned up. The Flame Guard gets broken. That's the problem with that level 1 Flame Guard especially. Only absorbed 50 magic damage. And it's gone. Then you stop doing that AoE damage around yourself. But he's got a Stout Shield. He's going to be just fine. That's the bottom lane. It looks like they have gone in here on Uwe. 1 or 2 more right clicks. Ooh, Lance. That's a... he cast the Remnant to right click as if he was going to get an Overload proc. Like, if he got an Overload proc, it's a kill, but you're level 1 Storm Spirit. You don't have your Overload procs. I think just a bit of wishful thinking coming out from the Arrow Gaming carry player. And the offlane Prophet, chew through most of his mana here, does have 1 clarity tickling away. He's going to just keep on blocking this camp, and now he's going to look to draw the creep aggro as well, get himself a bit more experience. Try to get as much out of this lane as possible. Nick's actually went home. He TP's back in. Doesn't want to miss too much. I'm surprised he went home because he had a big creep wave at this tower. He had the HP regen there, so he actually missed some experience that he could have got at this bot lane. So I'm sure that was the best decision. Now he's going to get the creep wave pulled. He's going to struggle to get experience again. Things not going to be the easiest from here on out, but we look towards the jungle. Johnny farming away this big camp. No problem whatsoever. He's doing just fine. Hasn't even just used his first Tango now. Looks like he's killed this big camp twice. He can kill it again when it respawns at 2 minutes. He's just jungling at a pretty decent and reasonable rate. 2-minute rune is going to spawn bottom. Looks like Nick's assassin going to be the one who grabbed it. He did pop a disruption from the high ground, but nothing much more comes from that one, and he just wants to get as much experience as possible out of this offlane. He's not quite hit level 2. As for top lane, your Prophet already level 3 is Xiang Stars. So he's getting much more out of this lane, and he's not giving them a single pull. He's so far blocked it the entire game. Sanking, smoked up, drops an Observer Ward. He sees this Nature's Prophet, but this smoke is going to wear off, and now suddenly this gang probably not looking like it's going to work. I wonder if he actually tried to head mid initially. But Ember Spirit, not an easy kill as well. Ember Spirit, though, isn't going for that Slider Fist Searing Chains build. He is going to be going for the Flame Guard. You get that nice Iron Shell-like damage around you, but you actually keep up and lash onto them around, it's going to be the tricky bit. Sanking going to probably start doing some stacks. He may not make this stack against these ranged ones. You've got to pull out a lot earlier. If they're melee, they start walking sooner. If they're ranged, well, the same thing doesn't happen. They right click you for a bit and then they chase you. So he misses that stack there. Bit of a misplay coming out from your Sanking, but all in all, Execration pretty safe. Slightly passive lane stage coming out from them. Do we actually have... I'm about to say, my Dota 2 sounds, maybe it's because we're in Dota TV, it's just seeming a lot more quiet than normal. How's our audio looking? Let's go up a bit. Let me know, guys, there's a 2-minute stream delay, so it's a bit hard to adjust this stuff on the fly. If it's too loud now, I'll know in 2 minutes' time and adjust, but you may have 2 minutes where in-game sounds are a bit too loud. Hopefully that's not the case. I couldn't actually hear my in-game sounds, but hey, I can adjust that on my end if need be. You can see Prophet get a attempt to get a pull off. He's gonna get stunned up at this top lane. There's a level 1 poison touch. The body block's coming in from Fox. Nature's Prophet could just look to TP out up to the poison touch, but he's taking too much damage. He's now on the run. He's got boots, luckily. The boots on Lycan 355 versus 345, but even with that 10 movement speed edge, he's not gonna get the kill. Needed the Lycan Wolves in front because they've actually got 420 movement speed, but nothing comes from it. And Prophet will just walk home. Oh no, he's not even walking home. He's staying up here. He's got some treants if he wants to summon him. Just needs to make sure he doesn't get in range of a bow strike. And he also wants this experience, which is presenting itself here. In more mid lane. Ooh, Searing Chain, Slider Fist, Lumic, Chemo getting down pretty low here, but he's got bottle. He's got double damage rune as well. And that'll heal himself right back up. Alrighty.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
A fairly standard start to this game, as this is where you start getting into the money. The playoff stage, teams are going to tense up. They're going to be looking to make sure they get the win here, get onto the semifinals. And that's where a team like Arrow Gaming, who I think on Dota 2 lands are something like 75% favorites, they're not going to play too aggressive here. They want to make sure that they can not get caught by surprise by Execration. Execration actually took a game off Titan Esports last week, so definitely a case where this Execration can beat the top dogs. They took a game off Titan. They lost the series in the end, but they do have the potential to take games here and there. So definitely look out for these guys as a potential dark horse in this tournament. That's where Arrow Gaming will be playing fairly cautiously if needed. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful in this mid lane. There's a potential TP coming in. Lumic uses his last bottle charge. Moonlight Shadow as well. Is that bottom lane? Yeah, it looks like it is bottom lane, trying to keep... Ooh, first blood picked up. Nature's Prophet gets the last hit. Nice TP in. The fade was not enough to spit. Well, the Sentry Orb was there for it. They get the kill using that, and Prophet picks up his phase boot, Orb of Venom. He's got good farm already right off the bat. But Execration use this opportunity. They're going to push the top tier 1 tower. They've almost completed the Vlad's on the Lycan. Unfortunately, they're not going to have that plus damage and armor aura. They've got the Bassering, though, and this tier 1 tower looks like it should be going down. Prophet, he's got no TP, no way to get up there. So tier 1 tower for a first blood. Probably fairly even trade. In some ways, it's okay. It's slightly better for Arrow Gaming, because that tier 1 tower is going to get pushed whether Prophet's there or not. And that's where Prophet getting a first blood out of it is actually pretty useful. And that tower's going down regardless. They could look to... And they'll probably go for a trade eventually with this bottom tier 1 tower. It's just a matter of when they can actually push. Their lineup not really designed to push, especially when you've got a jungle farming Lifestealer who kind of just has to sit in the jungle, doing just that, farming away. This is just an interesting hero to be picking up to run as a jungler. There's much kind of faster junglers. Like, you could have an Enigma, and at 6.5 minutes in, your Enigma's level 6. Not to mention a lot more farm. which is where having a lifesteal in the jungle is a bit of an unusual choice. It does offer you the magic immunity, great against a lot of these Execration heroes.
Dark light.
I mean, Nyx tanking, Mirana to a certain extent. That's where the magic immunity is pretty nice, but Lycan actually matches up pretty well against the lifestealer with his just raw damage. Not to mention the movement speed to get out of open wounds and just kite the lifestealer around. Well, Lance is going to be rushing a Orchid by the looks of things. He's got the first Oblivion Staff. This could be a pretty scary fast timing on his Orchid because he is in that safe lane. Not looking at any sort of a Midas play from him. I kind of like the safe lane Midas Storm. If you can get it really fast and then go into your Orchid, but this will just get him that Orchid that little bit faster. As we do see Nature's Prophet still doing well at this top lane. That first blood is going to help him out a lot. And looks like rotations all around. Mirana heading down bottom. Wants to just maybe look to use this Nyx as bait. Nyx also about to hit level 6. They're going to go for a smoke. Nope, just getting some wards here. BG with Chemo. Down to the bottom lane they go. Can they actually find him? And they've got the Moonlight Shadow, but they've got to be very careful not to show anyone. They're also banking on there not being a lane ward. If there's a lane ward, they get spotted and this gank fails. They use the Moonlight Shadow. Does anyone get spotted with this one? It looks like Lance does not see this coming. Oh, gotta hit this Impale. Gotta hit this Impale. Does do so. Arrow to follow. Starfall as well. Lance will go down. Destroyed in the bottom lane. Easy, easy. As it's going to be DDZ picking up the illusion ring. He's got phase boost. He's also got level 7. He wants to fight this one. Could get the Searing Chains double bowlers. Uses a fire and start things off. Searing Chains to follow. It looks like Gazzle in all sorts of trouble. Pops a grave here. Sleight of Fist coming out as well. This Flame Guard, this could be 2 kills. And Nature's Prophet element is there. Prophet, one more right click. He's going to get Lumic as well. Chemo goes down 2 for nothing. They did lose one here at the Storm Spirit at the bottom lane, but this was much later on. Nicely rotated by DDZ. Get this team a couple kills. Meanwhile, Storm Spirit actually keeping in towards the bottom lane. Hello there, Rubicon. How are you, man? I don't think... Oh. And now, Ninja Boogie up to the jungle he goes. He's got his Vlads, could pick up some cred soon. Being on the dire side, generally look towards the medallion because you can definitely take Roshan pretty safely as a dire side Lycan. That's where having the medallion definitely helped you out quite a lot. Fox suddenly, he's farmed this stack here. Got himself up to level 5. Also got 1500 gold. Probably rushing a Blink Dagger here. You don't need the Arcane Boots as badly as a Sand King anymore.
Over here now.
The Blink Dagger with 0 mana cost allows you to actually get away with going just straight Blink Dagger. You can get the Arcane Boots after your Blink Dagger if you want to. Which is generally you still want to go back to them, but I think normally you just want to get the Blink as fast as possible. Well, top lane, you've got Ninja Boogie still farming away. This Ember Spirit's really just been left unchecked. That's a big issue for me. He's level 9 suddenly. He's got phase boost, bracer. Could get his Drum of Endurance fairly soon, and that's where I worry about how they actually deal with him. How they keep him down. And here we go. Medallion is actually picked up. Whoa, he's a lot more farm than I thought. Not just the Treads Vlad. He's got his Medallion into the Roshan pit. He goes. This should be, like I said, fairly safe and free. They have got an Observer Ward over here in the jungle, so unless arrows smoke past this, Ninja Boogie should not get caught by surprise. This is just something that Arrow Gaming can't really deal with. There is an Invis Storm with an infested Lifestealer. Well, they check Roche. It doesn't look like it. This is one way they could actually kill and prevent this Roche. I think Hal was just used. Yeah, Hal was just used. So maybe if they heard that, they think, why is Hal being used when nothing's happening on the map? It could be a Roshan. That's one of those kind of telltale signs that Roche is going on, but it's too late. Even if they went straight to Roshan when they heard the Hal, it would have been too late. And that's why Ninja Boogie waited till Roshan was low before he even used the Hal to begin with. Well, 3 kills to 1 for now. Storm Spirit getting close to that second Oblivion Staff. Has slowed down since getting his first one because of the earlier 3-man gank. But now we have to look towards Arrow Gaming playing cautiously. There's a Nyx Assassin level 7. There's Sentry Wards in lane. Not the mid lane. That one got counter Sentry. But Storm zipping on the Mirana. Oh, goes to the low ground. The open wood should be there. There's no detection. Will this Moonlight Shadow actually save him? It looks like it will. Emo gonna get out of here, and that's a big sign for Lance. Like, man, I gotta bring Dust to the party. All the Prophet needs to keep him with Dust. But Prophet's trying to finish off his Midas.
Dire's
Towards mid. Moonlight Shadow's still there, and Nyx. Ooh. Arrow off the mark. DDZ's here at bottom. He can hit the Searing Chain. So far, we haven't actually seen much Sleight of Fist Searing Chains being used in tandem. Like, he used the Fire Remnant earlier to get the Searing Chains up, but he doesn't seem all that confident in just hitting the Sleight of Fist with it, but could be something he'll look to bring out later on in the game. Drops a Sleight of Fist, backs off, and this Sand King has a Blink Dagger. Level 6 on Fox with a Blink. This is danger for Arrow Gaming. They have not spotted this yet. They do not know it's coming. That Sleight of Fist spam going to just keep on rolling out. Johnny in the jungle, phase boot, close to a drums now as well, and Prophet's actually picked up his Midas, so probably see him using that soon. It looks like DDZ maybe just wants to get out of here. Oh, Impale, still there. Blink, stun, Impale should follow. DDZ in all sorts of trouble. 2 Hero Impale at that Epicenter as well. Nicely played, 2 kills for Execration's way. Let's say, this is, surely they don't actually, okay, they did see Johnny with the Dire Observer Ward, but they'll get the tier 1 tower. Now they'll look to push on. The tower got destroyed by the Dire, and maybe feeling like they can apply some more pressure. Morana goes top.
Bottom tower
Base drums up, and he'll leave the rest of his team bottom lane, but even with Morana out of here, they're at least applying a little bit of pressure. Now they realize, hey, look, we need to be a bit more careful. Let's back off for the time being. Well, things fairly even early on here. Maybe even slightly, yeah, about to say, slightly in Execration's favor. 3,000 gold lead at that. TP's toward the mid lane. Sleight of Fist coming in, but no real chance for a Searing Chains with that many creeps around. Not to mention the Aegis on the Lycan, going to prevent him from really being a real target for any aggression. And Ninja Boogie picks up an Ogre Glove. His BKB is going to come so early. This is going to be like a 15, 16 minute BKB. Vlad. And now we can see his dip into the Storm onto the high ground. They kill off the Sand King here. Nicely played by Arrow Gaming. Good defensive maneuvers. Now they're not done. They want BG as well. Searing Chain on cooldown. Is there any detection we need? No, Prophet cancels his TP. Probably doesn't have dust here. No, no dust, no detection. Meanwhile, on the backlines, it's Nyx he's found. Oh, Vendetta, there's an Impale. This disruption's just going to help set it up, and well, gets 1 kill here. Nyx has to get out of here. The Moonlight Shadow is going to wear off. Searing Chain is up. TP coming in here. Searing Chain doesn't use the Sleight of Fist. Actually didn't have the mana for the combo there, so good mana conservation, and then the Sleight of Fist finishes off the kill. 2 for 1 trade here. Or 2 for 2. We do see Arrow Gaming, 5 kills apiece. Drums now complete on your Ember Spirit. They've got drums on the Ember Spirit as well. Life Stealer coming up. Blink Stun coming out from the Sand King. Johnny in trouble. Hits Arrows as well. He's brought down. Cocky play from the Arrow Gaming, or Jungler here. Being in range of a Blink Stun just makes it pretty easy for the Mirana to go in. And Ember Spirit, Fire Remnant's in, and not too much more to follow this one up. Gotta feel Execration are the ones clearly in control right now. They're taking down the towers, they're controlling the tempo. They're the ones initiating the fights with this Blink Dagger timing on the Sand King. This is where if he went for the Arcane Boots before the Blink Dagger, things would be completely different. Execration could not be as aggressive as they are. They got the kills at bottom lane with a Blink Stun. They got that kill there on the Life Stealer with a Blink Stun. This Blink Dagger, such a key item for your Sand King. Now that you don't have to get the Arcane Boots, makes life so much easier. For Arrow Gaming, I think they just need to slow things down. Johnny's been picked off a bit, and this is where Johnny as a jungler isn't really offering a whole lot to his team until he gets some items. So he needs to finish his drums. He needs to maybe then look for some Infest Bombs with the Storm Spirit, but that's once Storm has the Orchid. Lance, it's not going to be the fastest of Orchids. He was safe lane farming. 60 minutes in, I mean, this sounds like an alright time for an Orchid, but he's got just Brown Boots. Hasn't got Treads, didn't go Bottle. This is just a straight Brown Boot plus Orchid, so 16 minutes is not a bad timing, but by no means is it like, whoa, he's got a really fast Orchid. This is a safe lane farming Storm, just to remind you guys. G-Ward coming up on the high ground here. BG, I just spotted that one being planted.
Regeneration.
Finds it out as Lycan got a regen room. And he's going to look to just steal some Ancient. Dive out your opponents, take any of their farm you can as well. And now we see the dust come out. Nature's Prophet, he needs to be the one TPing in with the dust when that Moonlight Shadow is used in. Arrow Gaming have bought themselves time so that the Aegis has expired without Execration using it, but Execration got a lot out of it. Got all the tier 1 towers on the map. They didn't get any of the tier 2s, unfortunately. We do see Johnny just getting poked at by the Lycan Wolves with the Medallion. That hurt. Send one off to go scouting, see what he can find here in the jungle, and there's your Orchid for Storm. He may see that this Lycan Aegis expire. He's going to do so just now and gets the regen and now we look. Ooh. Okay. Nature's Prophet sniped to the top lane by Nyx Mirana. Slightly missed that one, but imagine, yeah, Vendetta's on cooldown, so it would have been just a Vendetta Impale initiation with a Mirana follow-up. And Execration are going to swing top. They got the pick off. They want to try and push this down this lane now. He's got the Storm Orchid, but not really. Storm isn't the best for engaging the 5 heroes, especially when he doesn't have BKB. Doesn't even have treads for the extra survivability. He's sitting on 750 HP, so he cannot really be the one to engage. He like maybe Ember Spirit can try to soak up some of the heat here. Arrow. Oh, it's going to land on DDZ. Is there going to be a Storm initiation? Looks like there is. Who's actually gone here? He wants it on the Lycan. Lycan kept alive by a grave. Nicely played from Execration. They take out the Storm and the lifesteal. They're all low, but they're not dead just yet. They lose one, the Mirana. Ember Spirit needs to come up big here. The BKB on the Lycan helping out quite a bit. Here goes another Slider Fist. Now he's out of mana. As a magic one can Searing Chains this one. I'm going to use a Fire Remnant instead. Not too sure about that one. He's going to get chased down by the Blink, the Stun, the Impale. Team wipe. Execration's way. 5-0. Ultra kill. Looking good for the boys from the Philippines. They get a complete 5-for-1 trade. Sand King picks up his arcane boots, not to mention had some items on top of that, but the bracer, 600 gold. And decisive victory. And Ember Spirit got initiated on with the arrow there. He didn't actually die. It was the Storm and the Lifestealer who just got melted. Storm, it makes sense. He's got 770 HP, but Lifestealer with Rage, 1100 HP, he could not stay alive. The right-click damage, the physical damage of a Lycan, combined with the Dazzle. Well, Dazzle actually doesn't even have Weave. I'm not sure about this build, but hey, the Weave definitely adds a lot against the in a team fight like that, but even without it, Execration just take a convincing victory in a team fight. Now the Necrobook's going to start coming out. It looks like a pretty fast Roshan respawn. Well, average. That's about as average as it gets. Minute and a half with a maximum of 3 minutes. Ooh, zipping bottom lane. Storm's going to be careful. The arrow not going to land. The Carapace also gets... The Carapace stun gets dodged as well with the zip. The ball lightning. And Chemo's got himself phase drums. Yasha picked up an ultimate orb as well now on top of that. Big farm coming his way. And bottom lane, DDZ, he's going to be a key hero here to turn this one around. We've seen Lance, but he's just so squishy on this Storm Spirit. Not sure how much he can actually offer to this team until he gets a bit more farm. He needs to get his treads up and then go towards that BKB. With all the disable and lockdown, your Sand King, Mirana, Nyx, definitely a game where you want to have a BKB. You got to feel that Arrow Gaming in a bit of a pickle here. It's a 10k gold deficit. That goes without saying. They're in also a bit of trouble here. Just 20 minutes in, and like him when he gets that Necro 3, when he gets this next Aegis as well, which is respawning anytime soon, that's where these tier 2 towers, mid, bottom lane, go down. Not to mention high ground. With Aegis, Necro 3, Manta Star picked up as well in the Mirana, even more pushing power coming out. Oh yeah, this could be a fairly quick game one. I say quick, it's already been 20 minutes, but we could be looking at this game ending in the next 5 minutes potentially if Execration fully complete this snowball of theirs. Arrow Gaming scout at the Roshan, income your Lycan Wolves, and I don't think Execration care. They'll take this fight here. They've got a Sand King. Unfortunately for them, Sand King's just not quite level 11. 50 experience short. But no, they see blue top, they see the lifesteal up there, they see heroes mid, they see... Well, they don't see Ember Spirit bottom just yet, they will soon, so... Execration, though, this Roshan is completely free. They'll take it up. Lycan will probably grab it. He's just 400 gold away from his Necro 3. Kill off these Ancients, and then they can just go straight down mid lane if they really want. Arrow gonna go flying, not gonna find anyone. Wishful thinking. Ninja Boogie, this is not quite as Necro 3, but very, very close. And Fox gets his level 11 top lane. That's a pretty important pickup to be getting. I see Nyx keeping top as well. I'm wondering if he thinks he can maybe use the Sand King as bait, but it seems like they think Arrow Game is coming up there for a gank, but not the case right now. Or they're trying to bait the Nature's Prophet out. Does have a Shadow Blade. Well, it's Execration aren't in a rush. Even with this Aegis, it still gives you. I mean, you've got the 6 minutes of Aegis time. They've used about 1 minute, so they've still got 5 minutes with the Aegis, and there's your Necro 3. This is where they probably push out top lane, and they group mid. Yep, TP coming towards the mid lane is Dazzle, and he's now got that first point in the weave. And this is basically signed to go high ground. You probably just want to weave yourselves so that you get the extra bonus armor so the tower does less. Not to mention when the Storm Lifestealer come in, you just have the extra armor to block a lot of that damage. Storm does do a decent amount of damage. Not a lot, but he gets the right clicks off because of the pull, the slow, and the lifesteal with the open. Arrow going to go flying, but they're just going to let this tower go down. Lance has been nailed with this. Looks like they're not going to try to follow it up, but Lance isn't a bottle, so when he takes damage, this is permanent damage, apart from the magic wand. He's down to almost half HP just from an arrow. I think the Necro 3 was used, so this may be Execration retreating for the time being. They're going to swing towards bottom lane, maybe go for this last tier 2 tower. And then by the time they get to the high ground, they'll have the Necro 3 back up. They are being pushed in at the top lane, which is a slight concern. Sand King could look to TP up there, maybe go for a solo kill even with the Blink Dagger. As it stands, so they don't seem to care. They're just happy to push down this bottom lane. I don't think there's any way Arrow Gaming can defend this tower. Looks like this is just going to be a free pickup going the way of Execration. They're going to get the tier 2 tower.
Dire's top tower is under
all other
attack.
towers are down. Meanwhile, Arrow Gaming yet to pick up their first tower. They're trying to get this top tier 1 tower. They may actually get it because Execration, they're coming to bottom lane. They look like they want to go high ground. Unless we see TPs coming in the next second or two, which we're not. Execration just want to end this one. They've got the Necro book in 15 seconds. They're going to start chipping away in the high ground. Nyx Assassin gets the stun on DDZ. Burrow Strike not going to land. I think it maybe did, but the disruption was there. Now he gets the Flame Rune out. In goes your Lance on the Storm. So he's trying to go on BG. BG silence up. He's got a gem. He's still alive, though. And Stormstrick gets driven out. Problem is, Execration have tons of heals, so if you don't kill them with your initiation, they heal up, they go back in. Necrobook 3s are pop. Your Lycans have got the edge. He's on the front lines, focusing down the tower, and another impale coming out from your Nyx Assassin. Pops the Carapace as well, Sand King, Epicenter, Burrow Strike, brings down the Storm. Also the Lycan gets the kill on the Nature's Prophet. 2 heroes dead. Looks like we'll see the tier 3 tower go down. And the Ember Spirit can't finish off anyone. Dazzle just spamming these heals. They're just so damn durable. Shadow Wave after Shadow Wave being popped. Weave getting used as well, and it looks like they're maybe going to be forced to back off a little more here. The Raptor's not taking a fall just yet,
Middle tower is under attack.
but they've still got Aegis. They're not re-engaging now. They really need maybe an Urn. No, they've got an Urn, I was about to say. It's Mirana taking a lot of damage. They're just not quite getting enough Urn charges. As it looks like they'll clear it out. But the Aegis, how long have they got? They've got 2 and a bit minutes, which means they can heal up, go for another push, and hopefully get Rakdos with their next push. They did lose a tier 1 tower, so that was a... End of the day, that's a good hold for Arrow Gaming. They lose a tower, they don't get any kills, but that could have been Rakdos. That could have been GG. They keep themselves in the game. We're going to see maybe a pickup. Oh, Mirana going to go down here. Sand King didn't quite have the range, nor did he want to really fight the Ember Spirit once the Mirana was dead. That was Mirana, I think, just getting a bit greedy. I think he thought Mirana could get the top rune and use the leap to get there faster, and then, hey, Ember Spirit finds Mirana, leaps on cooldown, GG. A lot of rares to be won should Execration win this series. It's the best of 3, so even if they win this game, it's still not over. That goes without saying.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lycan picking up a Basher now, so getting some additional lockdown, and oh, almost gets the Blink Impale off. Gonna get zipped in from the Storm Spirit. Who's he actually going? Nyx Assassin actually gets silenced up. Probably would have been the better target here. Lycan was there as well, and now they go... Looks like it's going to go down mid lane a bit. Nyx is healing up. They need to go soon, because this Aegis is expiring in 1 minute time, and it looks like they may not get a chance to use it. Which isn't the end of the world. They still inflicted damage. They can wait the next Roshan, which will be in, like, 3 to 6 minutes time after they... Well, from now. 2 to 5 after the Aegis expires. And by then, they'll have their next line of items. You'll have... Well, I don't know, maybe you'll even have an Abyssal Blade. Dazzle, maybe he'll have his level 11, his level 2 ulti. Your Sand King's... He's building... What? I was about to say, I saw 4k gold after the Necrobook purchase. I'm like, how does he have Necrobook plus 4k gold? He sells his Necrobook after buying it. BKB? No, he's got Necro. Necro 2. There we go. They want to end this game. They're going all out with the Necrobooks. Nyx has picked up a 4-staff with his Blink Dagger. Marana's going Desolator to give some extra pushing power. It hasn't quite completed it, just has the second Mithril Hammer, needs the recipe as well, and Aegis will expire, but I don't think it matters. Last fight they didn't use it at all. He's got the BKB, he summons the Necrobook, gets the auras going already. Some extra movement speed for the creep wave, they'll push a bit faster. And on the high ground they go. There's no glyph for a little bit here, and this Raxus could take a pretty fast fall. Central Ward gets destroyed, and that means this Moonlight Shadow could also be a problem to deal with, and these Raxus just melting. The Howl plus minions is just, there we go, it's gone. Range tracks could be the opportunity to follow. Ninja Boogie needs the Grave. Dazzle not in range for the Grave, and they're going to lose him, but Sorcerer pays the price for that one. His head is takes a fall. Sankin goes in, Epicenter, Burrow Strike. Takes out a second here. The Shadow Demon goes down. It looks like Marana could be in all sorts of trouble. There's a TP scroll, he's trying to use it. Not going to happen. Sanking with the Sandstorm, just doing some extra AoE damage there. Lycan didn't really need to die. He had the BKB, and there was a Dazzle Grave, but he got pulled before he could actually pop the BKB, and Dazzle was not quite in range for it. And there we go, long range arrow on DDZ. He's going to take a fall. It looks like this could be it for Arrow Gaming. Buyback from the Ember Spirit. He needs to make something happen with this one, but Execration, they just retreat. Wasted buyback almost, and well, Execration get what they came for. The Raxas, they don't really care about losing their Lycan there, and Roshan respawning in 2 to 3 minutes time. Well, the Southeast Asian best of the best competition rages on. We're down to 8 teams, guys. Some of the best of Southeast Asia. This is the 2 quarterfinals for today. Arrow versus Execration and Scythe versus First Departure. If you want to check out Scythe versus First Departure, guys, it's going on Beyond the Summit 2. So twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2. That's Lysander Zenora. He's casting over there. Bringing you all the secondary stream for this SEA Best of the Best with your 2 Singaporean squads fighting it out. Very fitting. Have the Singaporean caster for the 2 Singaporean teams, First Departure and Scythe. And then tomorrow we've got other 2 quarterfinals, which is Myth Trust versus RRQ, and Titan versus Sahara Zero Latitude. And then we go straight to the semifinals. So we've got the other 2 quarterfinals plus semifinals tomorrow. That starts at 10 AM. Semifinals at 1 PM, I believe. Wow, another fast roach respawn. Execration will be happy with this one. That was like a 20 second Roshan respawn. When it can be anywhere from 0 to 3 minutes.
Easy shot.
But yeah, the semifinals right after tomorrow, and that's going to be potentially a Titan versus Scythe matchup. And then the winner of this one against the winner of Myth Trust and RRQ. That's assuming Scythe beats First Departure, where they're definitely favorites, and then Titan definitely favorites against Sahara Zero Latitude. Leap to the high ground is Chemo. Arrow Gaming, they pick up another Orchid here on their Nature's Prophet. Whoop, dance. There we go. Still lag. That Dota TV lag. For those of you in the chat who are maybe saying, hey, why can't I hear you on Dota TV, gods? Unfortunately, we didn't make it into the game for Dota TV for Game 1. There was a bit of miscommunication between us and the admins, but we'll be in the game for Game 2 and 3. So worry not. Game 2 and 3 will be broadcast on Dota TV. If you want to support the tournament, you can buy that Dota TV ticket, but you're more than welcome just to watch here on the stream. We're gonna go flying, and look towards this bottom lane. Nature's Prophet not getting hit by. There's a smoke here coming out. I have a pretty good idea where Execration are. I'm gonna pop the weave. Look to go high ground with this. The Desolator is there on your Marana, and the damage output is just ridiculous. The Necrobook, double Necrobooks, the Howl. Desolator minus armor on the tower as well. This tower just melting. The Glyph will keep it alive a bit longer, but here come your second Necrobook. Well, Ninja Boogie's got his BKB ready. You can zip in on him. The silence won't help though. The pull will maybe give you a bit of time to lock him in place. The Rax is going to go, and it's going to be Ninja Boogie getting initiated on. He could be Grave here. Not needed for the time being. Pops a BKB. Abyssal Blade on the Storm. He gets the kill, and this is looking all over. Sand King, Epicenter, blinks in. No one to even kill at this point. Everyone's already gone down. The Nature's Prophet goes down. GG is full. Fox with the Burrow Strike on Shadow Demon, and Game 1 is in the bag for Execration. Well, a good showing here in game number 1 from the Filipino side, but that does it. So 1-0 Execration, best of 3 quarterfinal. And Arrow Gaming going to be now down a game. The Malaysian squad's going to find a way to bounce back, and well, that's not the way that they were hoping things would start off here on their Friday night. It is the Southeast Asian best of the best, guys. We do thank everyone for tuning in. Where's my mouth? There we go. We do thank everyone for tuning in. I'm Gods from Beyond the Summit. We're going to hop ourselves back into the next game. I've got to go fast because there's a 2-minute delay, which means the next game is hosted. Probably ready to go. Guys, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, it's the SEA Best of the Best, hosted by eClub, sponsored by NVIDIA. It's going to be Arrow Gaming up against Execration. Stay tuned.